Hello, 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 guys. How are you? I am going to open up the room. The room is now open. Give us a couple minutes. I'm going to let more people come in. From my understanding, we may be at capacity for this webinar today. So I did go ahead, and we're actually going to be live on Facebook as well. Hello, guys. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Attorney Charmaine Robinson. I am a real estate attorney with True Lawyer Law Firm, as well as a tax sale investor. So I look forward to speaking and talking to you guys tonight. We literally are going to get started because we have a packed house today. So give us about 2 minutes max, and then we're going to go ahead and get started, guys, okay? Hi, how are you? I'll be right back, guys. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and then people can jump in as they come in. That's totally fine. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Awesome. I think this is good. All righty. So, like I said, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Attorney Charmaine Robinson. I am a real estate attorney with True Lawyer, as well as a tax sale investor. We are going to have fun tonight. For those of you who have done my webinars previously before, you know I like for them to be engaging. So this is your time to really be engaged. It's not just going to be me talking to you. I know we have had a long day, as it's already 6 o'clock now. So I want us to really be able to engage and talk to each other, and for us to have a nice experience tonight, okay? So what are we talking about tonight? If you are overwhelmed with student loan debt, okay, which many of us, we have multiple degrees, at least one or more, and we have a lot of debt. If you are overwhelmed with student loan debt, which many people are, we are literally talking about how to ditch that degree and build wealth through tax lien certificates and deeds investing, okay? We're also going to teach you how to avoid the 5 rookie mistakes when investing in tax lien certificates to make sure you are successful and you are able to stop hiding behind your degrees, pay that debt back, and live the life that you deserve, okay? Now, before we begin, I want to invite you guys to a distraction-free zone. What does that mean? What that means is that I want you guys to go ahead, power, and I'm going to do the same thing. Go ahead, if you have cellular devices, you want to put your phones on mute and or power them off. Turn your TV off. Let your web browsers down. We're going to be together tonight for about an hour, okay? And I want you guys to be able to really pay attention and learn as much as possible. And then we're going to do a Q&A at the end, okay? So go ahead, grab your water or your cocktail, whatever works for you at this hour. Make sure that you are distraction-free. Grab a notepad. I actually need to grab me a notepad, but grab a notepad and a pen so that way you can take notes. If you do have questions, put them in a chat. We're going to be talking to each other all throughout this presentation, and I'm going to answer as many questions as I can tonight. I don't want anyone to forget their questions, so make sure you are taking very good notes so you can execute and take action, but also write down your questions if you have any, okay? Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab my All right, guys, I'm ready to rock and roll. So like I said, it's going to be interactive. If you have a college degree and you are on here, I know we're live on Facebook as well. If you have a college degree, go ahead and type in the chat box if you have a college degree, okay? And what degree you have or how many degrees you have. I see a BBA. What other degrees do we have out there? Anyone else have degrees? Bachelor's in business admin. I see we have chemistry degree, currently in graduate school. Bachelor's in computer engineering and computer sciences. BS in nutrition. So we have a great variety. I see a lot of degrees, which is awesome. When you get a degree, that's an honor, okay? You did something honorable, you committed to it. However, when you get that degree, the reward that you was looking for, I can rest assured it was not the amount of debt that came along with your degree. Am I right? Anyone agree with that? So how much debt are we talking about? How much debt do you guys have for your degrees? And I see some of you have several degrees. How much debt are you in? And I'm going to look on the Facebook as well, try to participate with them as much as possible. If you are on Facebook and you want to participate in a conversation, you want to go to the Zoom link and go ahead and log in, okay? I see there's a AGS, BS, MBA. Hi, how are you? Hi, Courtney. So we have a lot of degrees, which is awesome. 70,000, 100,000, 6 figures. AGS, BS, MBA. 85,000. So our debt is ranging. All of us have close to 6 figures worth of debt. Amanda, don't feel bad. I know people that have $300,000 and $400,000 worth of debt. I know when we went to school, none of us thought that we were going to have that problem, okay? So like I said, I like us to be very interactive. So I want us to go over the problems that we're having with our student loans being that high and what is it stopping us from being able to do, okay? So I like to be interactive and I write on the board a lot. So I'm gonna grab a sheet of paper so I can be able to write on the board with you guys, and I'm gonna face it towards you so you can also see. Here, we're gonna talk about the problems that we are facing. So you guys can go ahead and start writing in the chat box. With the amount of debt that you have, what problems are you facing in terms of being able to live the life that you know that you deserve and or you desire to have? What problems are you experiencing? Okay. So we're gonna put problem here. I'm just gonna read them out as they come along. I thought I needed to put everything on hold and pay it off first, but now I'm using another strategy. Absolutely have to have another strategy because it becomes difficult to pay off a 6-figure debt before you can do anything else, okay? So one of the problem is believing that you have to pay off the full debt. I'm going to do a little shorthand, okay? But with that comes fear of very high interest if this doesn't work. It depends on your plan, and we're going to work with you on a plan today to make sure that your strategy does work, okay? So very high interest. What other problems are you guys experiencing? I'm going to look on Facebook as well. Is there anyone who currently invests in real estate at the moment? Yes, MBA. Hi, how are you? Upside down debt ratio. Preparing for my first house hat, yes, rentals, awesome. So for those of you who are not currently investing in real estate, what's holding you back? I know one of the things that's holding you back is the high student loan debt. What else is stopping you from being able to invest in real estate? What problems are you running into? Funds, education, taking the time to learn, no mentor. Have your student loan affected your credit? Has it affected anyone's credit? I'm going to put it on here because it's normally one of the issues with student loans. When you're having such a high debt, if you're not servicing that debt, your student loans can start affecting your credit, which makes it hard for you, one, to pay it back, but it also makes it hard for you to buy a house. It makes it hard for you to be able to do investments and live the life that you deserve, okay? So these are some of the common problems that we see when it comes to having that high debt ratio from just trying to get a degree. We all got the degree because we wanted to live a certain lifestyle. We wanted to be in a profession that would afford that lifestyle for us, right? I call this, you had a passion, okay? You wanted to make a profit. And once you made that profit, that would then give you the power to be able to live the life that you deserve, okay? However, what's happening is that we go to school, we get these degrees, and we have way too much debt to implement the passion, profit, power formula, okay? Don't feel bad. It's happening to a great amount of people who have college degrees. Now you have to find a way to be able to pay out that debt. Currently, as you guys know, there is no way to discharge student loan debt, okay? Once you get student loan debt, so if you have 60,000, you have 6 figures, so we're talking about 100K plus, there's no way to discharge that debt other than to pay it off. What does that mean? If there's no way to discharge the debt, but having that debt is keeping you from being able to buy a home, or it's giving you the problems that we have listed here, you have to come up with another strategy to be able to pay off that loan, okay? And the strategy cannot be to not do anything else until you pay it off, because that's gonna lead to having a lifestyle that's not desirable. And after a while, it leads to high stress, which is a position that I don't want you guys to be in, okay? Make sense? I am going to try to go back to this thing here. I think I shut it off, so let's see, guys. Okay. So I asked you guys who was investing. I wanted to get a feel for how many investors we had on here and who all were, experienced. And I believe that from the people that we have on here, you guys have been investing for quite a bit of time, okay? But we had a couple people who said they had rentals and something else. If you are a new investor, it is not anything wrong with being a new investor, okay? If you never invested in real estate, it's okay. If you are an experienced investor and you are not meeting, or you want to add another way to be able to add additional revenue to your portfolio, okay, and make more money, then this is also a presentation for you. So you should be here as well, because we're going to teach you a way to be able to make additional money. And like I said, being a newbie, it's nothing wrong with being a newbie. Once you learn the strategies needed, you can go from being a newbie to being a savvy investor quickly, okay? As long as you follow instructions. Now, for the people who have been investing already, and I'm not sure how many investors are on here, how much money have you made from investing? I know you have rentals, things of that nature. How much money are you typically making from investing? And we're gonna check with our Facebook friends as well. Okay, so it looks like tonight we're gonna have a lot of or more newer investors, which is totally okay. So if you aren't making money for investing, my question to you is why not? Because everyone knows at this point that real estate is a way that you can make money. So why aren't you investing in real estate, and why aren't you making money? Unsure where to start. I'm new, not currently investing. Saving up money to start. Okay, so my goal today is to lay down the foundation for you so you know how to start making money in real estate, okay? Now, of course, you can do whatever you choose to do with your money, but this can be a plan for you and another strategy for you to use to start paying back your student loans. We know the student loans need to be paid. What we have to do is stop hiding behind our degrees and depending solely on our profession to pay those loans back before we start living the life that we deserve. We have to go ahead and start paying those loans back. And in order to do that, we need real money, okay? Real cash. Okay, so saving up money. Many of you on this call isn't already investing. So typically what I ask my investors who are currently investing and they are making revenue, and I know one of our viewers said fully retired now, so you're ready, that's awesome. If you was already investing, many of you may not be investing in real estate, but you have 401ks, right? Do anyone on here have a 401k? Or any type of IRA or other type of investments where it may not be real estate investing, but you do have some type of 401k bank account investing, or I know some people do silver. Are you investing in anything? Awesome. So a lot of you are investing in something. It may not be real estate, but you are investing. So I ask you this, is your investment guaranteed? Meaning, you know, every year you're going to get 15% return, you're going to get 30% return, or 10%. Is your investment guaranteed? In Facebook, I'm not sure if your screen froze. If you cannot see a PowerPoint right now, I think your screen froze. So you want to go ahead and come over to Zoom, okay? So as you know, your investment is not guaranteed. it fluctuates. Anytime your investment is not guaranteed, and whether you get your interest on your money changes, it make it very hard for you to be able to pay off that $60,000, that $100,000 debt, okay? So what we're going to be teaching you today, you guys don't see a PowerPoint? Give me 1 second. If you don't see a PowerPoint, let's figure out what's going on. Okay, let me know if you guys see the PowerPoint now. Awesome. Okay, guys, the way we do these webinars is we're family. If something isn't working right, someone have to tell me, okay? I'm thinking you guys see a PowerPoint and not just a bunch of files. Which you guys know, I'm a lawyer, so I always have a lot of files. Files are confidential, so please keep it that way. Awesome. So as we were saying, your investment is not guaranteed, which is going to make it harder for you to be able to pay your loans back. The longer it takes you to pay that six-figure loan back, that $80,000, $60,000 loan back, the longer it's going to be before you can live the life you deserve, okay? So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to teach you about tax lien and deed investing, how it works, how you can start making money and getting a guaranteed return on your investment as long as you follow instructions, right? Because there is some, rules to it. To make money, you have to follow instructions. So that way you can start paying that loan down and being able to live the life that you deserve, because now you're making real money, okay? So these are my babies here on the screen here. And I always like to invite you guys in to know my babies and my families and learn a little bit more about why I do what I do. Making money is great. It's amazing. Investing in real estate is great and it's amazing as well. However, making money cannot be your only reason that you do something. If it's your only reason that you do something, it's a strong possibility that you won't do what you're doing for long. You're going to burn out, okay? So for you guys, I want you to start thinking about why you do what you do. Why I'm telling you about my little ones. If you could tell me your why in a chat, why do you want to invest in real estate? Why do you want to make more money? I know one of your whys is that you want to pay back your student loans. We got that. But the fact of the matter is the government can't take the money out your pocket. So some people have student loans until the day they die. So that's not going to be enough to keep you motivated and make sure that you be successful, okay? So go ahead and tell me in the chat why you want to invest in real estate, what's your why, and why do you want to make more money, okay? And here's my why. The little girl that you're looking at, that's my baby girl, Zakaya. And then that's my son right behind her, Lamar, 4 and 5. So I have a 4 and 5-year-old right back to back. Those are my pride and joy. When I first started investing in real estate, okay, I had my children, and these are like my little hearts right here. Like these are my little babies, I'll be crying, right? But when I first started investing in real estate, for me, it wasn't about the money. It was about my babies. Once I had my children, I had both of my children. I was in law school, so I was the girl who had the kids in law school. Finally, my colleagues are having children, so I'm not just the girl with the kids. But even though I was in school, I have 3 college degrees. So at that point, I had already had 2 college degrees. I was still labeled as the girl that had the kids. So when I had my baby, my first one, Zakaya, I had her, and it caused me to have to delay school for a year. And then I started school. Long story short, I was able to get started with school. And right when it was time to get started with school, I found out about baby Lamar. But this time I said, I am not delaying school again. I want to go to school. I want to, finish, get my law degree. So that way, because I've always always had the dream of becoming a lawyer, okay? So being a lawyer was always the dream. But once I had my children, it changed from I just wanted to get this degree and I just wanted to be a lawyer. I knew at that point I had 2 babies who I needed to provide for. I needed to make sure that I can build a legacy for my family so when I leave here, they have something that they can take over. I needed to make sure that I can make enough money for my children, okay? Because as you guys know, swimming lessons cost, okay? Daycare costs. It costs a lot of money. And I wanted to be able to spend my time doing something that would also allow me enough time to be a great parent to Lamar and Zakiah, okay? Because that was my focus. That was my why. And for me, real estate allows me to do just that. It allows me to make a lot of money, to be able to support my family. It allows me to have a company and build a legacy that my children, even today, they participate, they go out to projects with us, okay? So they're very active in our real estate business already at, 4 and 5, okay? And it gives me my time back. I don't have, a boss saying, hey, your children have a field trip today, you cannot go on that field trip. I didn't want to deal with that. Okay, so that's my why. I'm looking at some of you guys' why, which is amazing. You want to be able to leave a legacy for your family, not just pay bills, to do what you want with who you want. Yes, Denise, yes, it's all about freedom. That's another thing. It's all about freedom. Being able to get back my time and develop a skill set, absolutely. My 2 boys, pay off student loans and spend more time with my whole family. Absolutely important. Passion, financial freedom, extra streams of income. Free up my time so I can be involved with my son once he's school age. All of those things are important. When you get your degree, keep in mind, many of us have degrees on here. Okay, and if you don't have a degree, don't feel bad. I'm not one of those, you need a degree, okay? But all of us, we had a dream of going to school, not just to go to school. You got that degree to allow you to be able to do the many things that you discussed in a chat, okay? So now it's finding a way to actually do that. Why real estate? You guys talked about your why. So when you're investing in real estate, I want you to always go back and remember your why. It's not about the money. You're going to make a lot of money. You guys will hear that most billionaires was made through real estate, which is true. Most millionaires was made through real estate. Yes, that's true, okay? Lots of wealth is built through real estate, but money alone will not motivate you enough to keep going because it will be hard. Money alone will not motivate you enough. So I want you guys to go back to your why. This is my family here. You guys met Lamar Jr. and Zakiah already, and that's my lovely husband, Lamar Sr. So what are we going to do to be able to solve our problems that we mentioned we had? And our problems that we had is believing that you have to pay off all of your student loan, right? We're talking about 6 figures. That's a lot of money to pay off if you're not making enough money to be able to live and service that debt. Having very high interest, being upside down, not having a mentor, having bad credit. What are we going to do to be able to solve that problem so that way you guys can accomplish your why? Spending more time with your family, being able to develop a skill set and the many things that we just discussed. What I want to share with you guys is what I call the passion profit model, okay? I'm going to make my screen bigger because we're going to write again on the board. And we're going to go over a model. So if you have your pen and paper, you guys can go ahead and write this down. Okay? I'm going to teach you guys a model that I use to be able to accomplish my goals, okay? And I use this model for tax lien investing, okay, to be successful. I call it passion. And let me know if you guys can see me good. Passion, profit, power is the model. How does this model work? We talked about your passion and what it is you want to do. To be able to live that, You need money. It is what it is. You're going to need some money. Once you get money, your why, you now will have the power to be able to accomplish your why, okay? So, what is this model? I'm going to shorthand some. PPP, we know it's here. The first thing you guys have to do to be able to get over your problems is going to be able to find your confidence. And when I say find your confidence, it's not that you're not comfortable or confident right now. But once you have that amount of debt, or you're kind of stuck in a way of, what do I do next? Sometimes what we have to do to move forward and benefit, okay? One, you have to unleash your fear. You want to go ahead and unleash your fear. Once you unleash your fear, you start working on your building a $1 million mindset. Money comes frequently. Money goes frequently. But unless you have $1 million mindset, you could be in the way of stopping yourself from making the money that you need to be able to get your why, okay? It's easy to make money once you build your mindset, okay? And then you have to get clear on what your passion is. So many of us have full-time jobs right now, or many of you have a full-time job right now, okay? I do as well because I'm a lawyer. But you may be working at something that you are not passionate about, which is why I said stop hiding behind your degree. Just because you have a degree in something does not mean that's where you should be at. You have to do something that you're passionate about and get very clear on what your passion is, okay? Then I want you guys to be able to step into your power. So you found your confidence, now you're gonna step into your power, okay? What is stepping in your power? In order to make money, remember we said to get to our why, we need to be able to profit. And I'm gonna teach you guys how to profit using tax sale investing today, okay? And in order to make money in tax sale investing, the first thing you need to do is learn how to invest like a pro. Okay? Once you learn how to invest like a pro, I'm going to teach you the systems that you need to have. Because you don't want to be stressed out. Money, it's easy to make money once you know what you're doing. When you don't know what you're doing, that's why it's taking you too long to make money, okay? And then you're going to strengthen your team because there's no I in team. You don't have to do everything on your own, okay? You just have to have a team behind you. Now it's time for you to own it. You have your confidence. You stepped in your power. Now you guys are going to learn how to own it. What does that mean? When you're investing in real estate, tax lien and deeds, tax sale investing in particular, it is a legal proceeding. This is a legal process and it can get complicated. So we teach you the legal training wheels, okay? How to avoid getting caught up and losing your money based on legal things. Now we're going to teach you, show me the money. Okay? Show me the money. So now that we're showing you the money, this is where you go to the auction, and I'm going to explain the process to you guys in full, okay? You go to the auction. Once you go to the auction, you bid on a home, you get the tax lien certificate or deeds. You don't just want a sheet of paper. You want to turn that into cash, okay? And once you do that, we're going to go to get their hands out your pocket. And I'm just going to draw like a little pocket. I'm horrible with drawing. This is going to be a stick figure. Take their hands out, a little hand. There you go. I'm going to walk you through this step, okay? For our more experienced investors who are familiar with tax lien investing, the next slide you may already know, but I'm going to teach you the process to do this. And I'm going to show you this one more again. If you guys haven't taken notes, let me know, but hopefully you're already taking your notes. This is the formula that I'm going to teach you guys so that way you're able to start one, making money quickly, right? To be able to pay back your student loans, okay? And be able to live the life that you deserve. How many of you know what tax sale investing is, or investing in tax liens is? Okay. So let's go ahead and go over that. I changed the markers so you guys can see. If you are in Facebook, you probably want to come over to Zoom, guys. It's easier for you to see. You can see both of the screens. Okay, so let's go over tax sale investing. While I'm going over this, I want you guys to be thinking of the question that's on the screen, which is, are you prepared to invest? Okay. When you're investing in a tax sale, essentially, this is what's happening, okay? You have a homeowner. Every person that owns a home in the United States have to pay taxes, unless they're exempt for some reason. But majority of people in the United States have to pay taxes. When they do not pay taxes, okay? Anytime you do not pay taxes in the United States, by law, your county can request you to pay taxes. They give you a certain amount of time. You fail to pay taxes. By law, the county can then auction off your taxes to a bidder. Okay? So we're going to do a diagram after I explain it to you guys. They will auction off your taxes. A person like myself, an investor, I will come and purchase your taxes. Once I purchase your taxes, you will then be given a time to redeem. We call it the redemption period. Every county is different. Redemption periods varies from 120 days to 2 years and 6 months or 3 years, okay? So you will be given a time to redeem. If you do not redeem your taxes, the investor, me, get to keep your house, period. I get to foreclose on your house, and that house is mine, okay? If you do redeem during the period of time, whether it's the 120 days in some counties or 3 years in other counties, you cannot just pay me what I pay your taxes. You no longer can just pay your taxes. What you have to do is pay your taxes, pay a penalty, okay, for failing to pay your taxes, so that, and that penalty goes to me. And then you also have to pay my attorney fees and any other fees that was associated with me purchasing your taxes before you can redeem your property. And I'm going to show you guys a diagram of this so it makes sense, because I know we're more visual. And if you fail to do that, again, I get the property. This is why tax sales investing, we say that it's guaranteed, because one or two things is going to happen every single time. One or two things is going to happen. Either one, the homeowner, they redeem within a time, and once they redeem, they are going to pay all of your money back, so you get all of your money that you invested back plus interest, okay? The interest ranges and it gets as high as 30% in certain, 36% actually in certain counties, okay? Which is amazing. Banks are paying you 2 and 3%. You can get interest with tax sale investing up to 36%, okay? Or two, the second thing is that's going to happen, they are going to fail to pay their taxes, okay? And when they fail to pay their taxes, you're going to get their home, okay? So let's do a diagram with this. I'm a lawyer, not an artist, okay? So bear with me, don't be laughing. Here's the house. Every house in the United States has to pay taxes, okay? The homeowner had to pay taxes on her home. So now I'm going to use, I don't have a red one, so I'm going to use this. The homeowner failed to pay her taxes to the government. So this is the house. I'm going to put the little homeowner in there. Homeowner should have paid, I'm going to put another house. This is the government. The homeowner should have paid the government her taxes. but we're gonna put the county instead of government. The homeowner should have paid the county her taxes. Why do you have to pay the county taxes? Taxes are used to be able to afford, you know, repairs in the streets, to be able to give money to the school districts, to pay the police officers, the fire department. Taxes are used for many things to keep cities running. So when you fail to pay the taxes by law, you guys, we say it's guaranteed because it's laws on the book. This is the only investor that got laws on the book to make sure that you're protected, okay? They know they don't care about you, but they care about taxes. They're serious about you paying your taxes, okay? So you were supposed to pay them. You failed to pay your taxes to the county. What happens then? Once you fail to pay your taxes to the county, they send you notice, they publish notice, okay? That's your notice that was published in a newspaper and sent to you letting you know you failed to pay your taxes. If you don't pay by XYZ date, they're gonna have an auction. Sure enough, they're gonna have this auction, okay? Now, the county, you fail again to pay, and it's time for an auction. Some of the auctions are online, and then some of them are in-person live auctions like what you see on TV. Going once, going twice, going three, that's real, okay? They are now going to auction off your taxes, okay, your back taxes to a person like me. I'm the investor, okay? They're gonna sell your taxes to me. And they're essentially telling me, hey, they owe me money. But if you pay me the money that they owe me, I'm gonna give you a guaranteed interest rate, okay? That amount may be 18%, it could be 10%, different counties are different. I'm gonna give you a guaranteed interest rate if they don't pay you back. You get a guaranteed interest rate when they pay you back. And investors are like, oh wow, the bank is only giving me 2 and 3%. So this is a way that I can get more interest on my money. See, Jill, yours is 20%. It literally goes all the way up to 36%, you guys. Hint, hint, Cook County, auction is coming up. We're excited, interest is up here, okay? They're telling us that they're gonna pay us a guaranteed interest rate when that person pays us back. They also said any fees that you had attached to this tax sale, you're gonna get all of those fees back as well as your attorney fees, okay? Now, they tell us that if they don't pay you back this amount, then you get the house. It is a win-win. You are correct, Jill. It is a win-win. If they don't pay you back, you get the house, okay? Now, they're gonna get a redemption period. So right here, I'm gonna go, just to be fair, I'm gonna use a 120-day one, or if we're in Illinois, 2 years, 6 months, okay? Whatever. You're gonna wait for the redemption period. One of 3 things is gonna happen. Redemption period, homeowner here, she comes back, she redeemed. Okay, you're not worried. You paid your money here, you gave the county your money. She redeems, you're getting all of your money back, plus your interest, plus your attorney fees. It's a win-win. Or homeowner never comes back and you are getting the house, okay? Once you get the house, you now go, and this diagram is crazy, y'all, but I'm walking you through it a little bit slower so you can understand it. You now get the house. So either you get money, so we're gonna put $sign here, either you get money or you get the house. If they fail to pay you within the redemption period, you petition a court for a deed to get the house. Once you get the house, some people want the house, you can fix it up, you can, rent it out if you want to, or you can sell this house to get cash. This is supposed to be my money bag, y'all. Don't laugh at me. To get cash. It is a win-win. Either you get the interest rate from the property or you get cash. Now let's put some numbers to this. What does this mean? Let's use Indiana. Indiana is the last one that I invested in, okay? You purchased this tax certificate up here for, let's just say, $2,100. Okay? You were guaranteed an interest rate of 10% if they redeem. Indiana give you 120 days for that particular option. If they redeem within that, you get all of your money back, your attorney fees, plus your, 120 $2,100 plus your attorney fees and interest. But if they fail to redeem, you get their house. They have 120 days. You get a house. Well, you don't just want that sheet of paper. So you're going to petition the court to be able to get the deed to the house. At that point, you can sell the house, you can rehab the house and rent it out, okay? But remember, you paid $2,100 for it. Well, if you end up getting the house and the house is worth, I'm going to be fair, $35,000, you do the math. $35,000 minus $2,100. What's the numbers on that, guys? Somebody do the math. I don't have no calculator. But I want to say this is, I think I did that right. Did I do that right? Yeah, 32.9, okay? This was your profit. So for those of you who have a lot of student loan debt, this is the way to start making money. Now keep in mind, you're probably, in all fairness, you're gonna have to do some rehabs on this home. So if you end up doing a rehab on this home and it costs you some money, you're gonna get less money, but this is a quicker way to be able to, and actually this is normally the price before you do rehab. It go up when you do rehabs most of the times. But this is the quicker way to make larger amounts of money, to be able to tackle your student loan debt, to be able to take trips with your family, get your time back, not have to work 80 hours a week, etc. At the end of this process, how prepared are you guys to invest? And you can fix it and sell it and make more cash. Absolutely. Normally when you fix it and sell it, like I said, the value of the home go up, especially in Cook County. It may be worth $60,000. By the time you repair it, it goes up. But investors are really out here doing it. We have investors that's in our Facebook group. They're really out here doing it every single day, making money, okay? Making money. This is real every single day. So for those of you that are ready, you have a solution. You don't have to be fearful. I just showed you the solution, okay? You know your problem is being over leveraged, not having enough time to spend with your family, not being able to create a legacy for them. You know your problem is needing more money. Your solution is to start investing in tax sale investing, okay? The diagram that I showed you is more so for tax liens, okay? You also can invest in tax deeds. When you invest in tax deeds, you cut out all of this. You know, this part happened, but instead of you getting a certificate, you get the deed. You get to the deed. What does that mean? You petition the court, you got the deed, okay? You get to the end result a lot quicker. Because now, by the time I get the deed today, I can start either sell the house as is, by wholesaling it, flip it, you know, repair it, make more money. I know investors who have made 100K plus off one deal, okay? We know some investors who made 20,000, let's be fair about it, or $10,000. But if what you put in was 2,100 and you made 10, that's great money, okay? That's great money. Yes, Veronica, there are tax lien, there are states that you can buy tax liens now. Literally, auctions are going on all year round. You can invest in tax liens and deeds all year round. There's a county that's going to have a tax sale, and some of the counties have over the counter, okay? Now, we talked about the strategy, okay? We talked about the formula. You guys know the solution is investing in tax lien and deed certificates. This is what investors are doing. Let me be very frank and let me tell you guys this, okay? I didn't invent this. I did not make this up, okay? Tax sale investing have been around for 100 to 200 plus years, okay? There are laws on the book that regulate to make sure that either you get the house or you get all your money back, interest, and any fees that was attached to you investing in that property, okay? So when there's laws to protect you, you know it's serious. Rich people have been investing this way for many, many years. We're just learning about this, okay? So this is new to you guys. Understand this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. If you want to get rich tomorrow, this may not be for you. Because as I stated, some places have redemption of 120 days. Some have redemptions of 1 or 2 years. But based on your strategy would be the county that you want to invest in, and we can help you with that. But remember, we talked about, and we're going to put this down for a minute. Remember, we talked about the modules, what you needed to do. I can show you guys and share with you guys all day long a way to make money. I just showed you how to make money and how to make lots of money quickly to be able to solve your problems and to make sure that you can actually accomplish your why and not just have that in the back of your head. It does not take 30 years to accomplish your why. It should not, okay? But what do you have to do? You have to build your $1 million mindset, okay? The reason why you have to build your $1 million mindset, because like I said, I'm a realist, it's not overnight. It's not a get rich quick scheme. This is a strategy for you to use, a proven strategy for you to use. I'm going to create a plan. I'm going to invest, and I'm going to do it over and over and over again until I have 6 figures to pay off my student loans. So maybe you strike gold, and on your very first house, that's enough to do it. Or maybe you do 10 deals until you made 10,000 here, you made another 10,000. You kept doing it until you got $100,000 to pay off your student loans, or you got $300,000. Okay, it's not a get rich quick scheme. But once you build your $1 million mindset, you will understand that money comes frequently. It is not hard to make money once you learn what you're doing, okay? And that's a promise. So what does it mean to build a $1 million mindset? You must have vision, okay? You must have vision, because if you lack vision, there's no way for you to accomplish it. I can show this to you. Like I mentioned to you guys, I did not make this up. This has been around 100, 200 years. There's laws on the book. I can show you the case law on the books for it, okay? You must have vision. You must love what you do. Remember we talked about you have to have a passion. You have to love what you do. If you have no interest in real estate and you don't like real estate, this is not going to be for you. You have to love what you do, because it's not a get rich quick scheme again. You have to be solution focused. You have to say, look, I have a $300,000 in debt. So I know if I invest in tax liens, I'm going to go to the county that got 120 days because I don't want my money tied up. Or I want a better chance of getting a great property, so I'm going to go in a different county that, hey, it may take longer, but I'm going to get a higher return on my investment, okay? Or I want to go really quick, so I'm going to go to states that have tax deeds. So that way, I don't have to wait a redemption period. I get the property and flip it very quickly, so that way I can make my $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, so I can make my goals and meet my goals very quickly, okay? You have to be growth oriented. Like I said a couple times today, money comes easily once you build your $1 million mindset. But if you're stuck in that, I don't have enough money, it's very hard for you to see where the money is, okay? Be comfortable with money. How many of you are comfortable with money? Comfortable enough where when I say, hey, you want to make $1 million this year, you're not like, what do I, do I need $1 million? How many of you can say you're actually comfortable with money? Very comfortable. Great. You have to be comfortable with money. It's very hard for you to make $100,000 if you're not comfortable. And you know when you're not comfortable, because the moment you get $20,000, it's itching you. You're like, oh shit, I got $20,000. Okay. You got to get comfortable enough where when you get your first $30,000 check, you don't give up and you don't stop. Or you don't think you hit the jackpot and you stop. That first $30,000 check gonna burn your pocket, okay? But what you need to do is take that first $30,000 check and invest it into 2-3 more homes, okay? Don't let it burn your pocket, because you got to make $100,000 to pay off your student loans. Some of you got to make $300,000 to pay off your student loans. So don't let that first $100,000 stop you, okay? Many of you have things on your to-do list that cost money. If you have children, they cost a lot of money. Swim lessons, all type of stuff. It costs money. So you need money, okay? You need money because it costs money, okay? The slide that you guys are looking at right now, we're going to invest like a pro, okay? This is a live auction at Gary, Indiana. That's the auctioneer there. We attended that auction back in March. That's what it looked like. He's literally going over properties. 500, 550, 600, 650, 700. And you're bidding on properties. It's a really fun experience, okay? But like I said, it is not easy. You have to know what you're doing to make sure you get to your end goal, which is winning a bid, okay, at an auction. You got to know how to source the deal, how to find the deal, how to win a winning bid, but then how to protect yourself to make sure that you do get your interest on the property, and or if they don't redeem in enough time, you get the actual property, okay? Tax sale investing. We went over that with you guys. It's simple. This is just an overview for you guys. You got the property value. Taxes are due. They're owed to the government. The homeowner don't pay the government. They're going to have that option, okay? We buy the lien, investors, including you, will be you. You buy the lien. The highest bidder win at the auction, and we get a tax lien certificate. They do not redeem, we get the house. Proven laws on the book, okay? So don't let anyone tell you, like I said, I didn't invent this. This has been out 100, 200 plus years. Now, let's go into some of the nitty gritties. What is the difference between certificates and deeds? Do anyone on here know the difference between certificates and deeds? Yes, the Gary auction comes back in the fall. It does. So what is the difference between a certificate and a deed? What you're seeing on the computer, that is a real tax lien certificate. That's actually a property that was purchased at the tax auction, okay? Real property. The difference is that when you purchase a tax lien certificate, as we explained, you don't own any ownership to the home at that point. You don't have a right to take possession of the home. What you own is the tax lien certificate that gives you a guaranteed interest rate, okay? It gives you a guaranteed interest rate that the homeowner must pay you within the redemption period, okay? Including your attorney fees and taxes. I'm sorry, attorney fees and any other costs that you have. Versus a deed, there's no waiting period. You don't have a redemption period for the homeowner to decide that now they want to pay their taxes and you get the interest, but that's a win as well. With the deed, you can go and take immediate possession of the property, okay? So that's gonna be your major difference. How do you make a minimum of 16%, 18%, 24%, 36% returns on your money, okay? How do you do this? What's the secret sauce? One, why haven't you heard of this already? Is this something new? No, I told you it's not new, okay? It's been out 100, 200 years. It's just we have to start participating in things that make money. You have to have $1 million mindset to tell you, I want to be involved in activities that make me money, okay? So how do you make these interest rates that we're talking about? One, you have to understand the rules of the sale, okay? These are mistakes that rookies make and they lose. So I'm going to teach you guys the mistakes so that way you don't make them, okay? So make sure you're taking notes. Make sure you understand the rules of the sale. Do not get carried away at the auctions. Why do I tell you not to get carried away at the auction? What happens at an auction is that it's going to go to the highest bidder in certain counties. Some counties is bid down, but many of them it goes to the higher bidder. So you get so happy, you knew, and you want to buy the property, okay? Where you could have won the property for let's put this back up here if I can. You could have won for $2,100, okay, or maybe $2,000. You've now overbidded on a property and end up bidding up to $10,000. Don't pay more money than you have to. Go in there knowing how much you want to pay for a particular property, and don't go a dime over unless it's a reason why you're going over, and you better know that reason, okay? You have to make sure that you complete due diligence before investing. You do not blind bid. Never ever go into one of these auctions, okay, and you have not researched this property. You have to be able to complete due diligence. Choose your neighbor wisely, okay? Choose the neighborhood wisely. Depending on your strategy, depending on your goal. If you are not a buy and hold investor, you may not want to be in high crime areas. Those are maybe good for rentals, right? But it may not be good for a very quick flip for you to just get cash out and keep going back and back and back. So if you don't have a lot of money, you want to choose your neighborhood wisely based on your investment strategy. And we talked about don't ever bid blind. What does that mean? You haven't saw the property, you have not researched, you have not done any due diligence. You just showed up at an auction because I told you you can make up to 36% back on your money, so you showed up and you invested. No, you don't know what you're doing, right? Rich people invest. You're going to be here with very savvy investors. As you saw, auctions may have 100, 200, 300 people that are bidding. You can bet your best dollar on it. They did their due diligence, and you will lose and be upset if you're bidding blind because you don't know what you're bidding on, okay? Worst case scenario, you bid on something and it be an empty lot, okay? So make sure that you guys know these mistakes and you don't make them so that way you can be successful. Guaranteed earnings. This stuff is real, guys. Illinois is 18% per 6 months, which means annually it's 36%, okay? Florida, 18%, Arizona, 16%. As you guys see, these are guaranteed earnings. This does not happen. You guys have 401ks. How much money, type in a chat box, how much money are you making on your from your 401k? Is it 16, 18, 36%? Probably not, or your other investments. So how does it feel, you guys? Let me know. How does it feel to be able to get rid of your cash flow problems quickly? So how does it feel to be able to pay back your student loans quicker than when you're on, Social Security when you're older, or quicker than 20 years, or maybe your 10-year goals? How does that feel to get rid of that cash flow problem? To be able to know that you can get enough money to pay for your children's swim lessons, daycare, without having to worry, because that's a stress factor. Or just be able to take a day off without having to worry because you want to spend more time with your child. How does that feel? Yes, Maggie, the homeowner has to pay the money owed, which is the money you purchased the tax lien certificate for, as well as your lawyer fees and the interest. Absolutely. So show me the money. You guys know the interest rates. You got the tax lien certificate. We talked about, and I'm going to pull this off again. We talked about no one just wants a sheet of paper. You did this because you want money. You want that relief. You want that joy, okay? So the whole show me the money is once you get that tax lien certificate and or that deed, now how do you turn that to cash money? The way that you turn it into cash money is you're going to either wholesale that property, do nothing to it, wholesale it. Let another investor do it, but you're going to get paid for that, right? You're going to rehab that property. So if the right now value was $30,000, you're going to rehab that property. Once you rehab it, the value of that property may be $180,000, and you sell it. You get a really fat check when you do rehabs, to be honest. Okay? You can wholesale it, you can sell it, or you can turn it into a rental and get monthly cash flow. It's so many exit strategies that you can do to make sure that you are getting cash money, okay? To be able to pay back your student loans as well as to accomplish your why, okay? So we talked about flip, rent, sell as is. One of the things that I did not say, and that's one of the houses that actually I sold it already, but that's one of the houses that I sold as well. Refi, cash out. If you're going to keep it as a rental, remember, you paid $2,100 for a home, got it right as is, value was $32,900. You did some rehab on it. Now it's worth, let's just say, $100,000 after rehab. I'm just going to write on here for simplicity, guys. It's worth $100,000. Well, you only paid $2,100 for it, okay? That's a lot of equity between $2,100 and $100,000. That's a lot of equity. Most banks will let you refi out at 70%. So if you're refining out at 70%, okay, that already put you to about $70,000 that you can take out. Now keep in mind you did some repairs. I'm gonna assume you did about $25,000 worth of repairs just to be fair. So now you're pulling out about 75. I'm a lawyer, not an accountant, so y'all do the math. What is that? Y'all do the math. I don't have a calculator. And it's late. But that's a lot of money that you are pulling out. Okay? So that's about 40, I want to say 45,000. If I'm wrong, okay, I'm a lawyer, whatever. Use a calculator. But that's about $45,000 that you're pulling out. What could you guys do with $45,000? And the numbers vary. There's going to be times where you make $10,000, okay? So I don't want you to think every profit you're going to hit a home run, but there's times you make $10,000. There's times that they redeem, so you may only get your interest of $1,000 back. But when you keep doing that over and over and over, and you're buying multiple properties, that's how it adds up. I want to show you guys some real results, okay? These are real results. Can you please show the guaranteed earnings slide again? Reach out to me afterwards because I think we're 3 slides away. And then I'm going to answer your questions momentarily, guys, because I see a couple that I missed. These are real results, guys, okay? This home here, the bid was won for $2,100. The assessed value is $35,800, okay? Guys, if I don't do anything to this house, that's the assessed value. No rehabs, no anything. Now, keep in mind, people live in this house, okay? Someone actually lives in this house right now. What does that mean? I know at a minimum, this house is livable. They can live in it. It's not too bad. They're living in it, okay? Now, I purchased the tax lien for this home. I originally thought they was going to redeem, so I was only expecting 10% back. Well, they have about 60 days. I got to check the calendar. They're down to about 60 days, and they have not paid the money back. So if I end up with this property, I literally only paid $2,100 for it. So what does that mean? $35,800 is the assessed value without me doing anything. I paid $2,100 for it. Guys, $33,700 would be my profit before I do anything. So if I chose to do absolutely nothing, what I would do is I would sell this house to a wholesaler or to another investor, okay? I'll give them a bargain on it. Maybe I'll say I'm going to sell it to them for 20 grand if I didn't want to do anything, so they can have some room too as well. Well, I paid $2,100 for it. That's still $18,000, and we do it again and over and over and over, okay? That's how you make money, and that's how I make money. So you guys can see that. Can't say I didn't teach you, okay? More results. This bid was won for $2,400. Assessed value is $39,000, okay? $39,000. So the number that I gave you that I would probably sell it for a wholesaler to, that's just an example. I would compute my numbers and see what's the ARV, go in, see how much rehabs they have to do, and then I would sell it to them at 70% to leave them enough. So I probably would sell it for more, but we're just doing rough numbers for the sake of time, guys, okay? But I can go in detail, Shalita, to show you how to sell it to a wholesaler. But that's just a rough number. Another home, bid one for $1,100, okay? $1,100. Assessed value, $33,000. $1,400. That's before they touch it and do anything to it, okay? You should know the assessed value before you ever bid on this property. That's part of doing due diligence. You have to know what you're bidding on and how much it's worth. You should know if you're a savvy investor, okay? $2,400 bid one. These are old properties that was literally auctioned off. Assessed value $39,400. So guys, I showed you the process, okay? I showed you what it takes, the formula to be able to make money, okay? You guys know what you could do to make money is tax sale investing. Whether you're investing in liens and or deeds. Deeds will get you there a lot quicker, but it takes more money to get started with deeds than liens, okay? So what I would like to invite you to, and then I'm going to take you guys questions and go through the questions on here as well as Facebook. If you are interested in tax sale investing, you are ready to build that $1 million mindset, okay? And start investing in tax liens and or deeds to be able to build real wealth, okay? As I showed you guys, this has been around 100, 200 years, okay? It's nothing new. If you're looking to start making real money so that way you can afford to pay off your student loans, you can afford to, you know, reach your why quicker than 10, 20, 30 years, and you want to start building real wealth and stop hiding behind your degrees, because being a lawyer is fine. Being a social worker is great. Being an accountant is great. But if it's not allowing you to live the life you deserve, or if you just don't make enough money to do both, live the life you deserve and pay your student loan, you have to add something else to your portfolio to start making money. And tax lien investing is the way to go, okay? Tax lien and deeds. So what I want to invite you guys to do is to schedule a 10-minute free profit call, okay? Now, if you schedule the call today, you're going to get a VIP call with me if you sign up today. I'm going to go ahead and put the link. It's www.taxsaleprofit.com. You guys can schedule to get on my calendar so we can go over how we can help you. Now, I will tell you guys, if you're on Facebook, you have to write it down because I don't have a way to type it in for you guys. Or someone type it, but I'll come over there later. But www.taxsaleprofit.com. TAXSALEPROFIT.com. Okay? Go ahead and schedule your profit call. Now, before everyone go and schedule a call, I will tell you this. It takes money to make money. Simple. Okay? You cannot invest in tax liens and or deeds with no money. So if you have zero money, it's not time right now. What you want to do is continue to follow my Facebook channels. I give away a lot of free information, but it's no point in you doing a call, okay? And the reason being is going to take money to be able to make money. It's a proven method. This method has been around 100, 200 years. But when you go to the auction, remember the reason you're at the auction in the first place is because the homeowner couldn't pay their taxes. So the government is expecting you to have money to be able to pay taxes. That's how you bid and win a bid, because you need money. And you don't get to pay them later. You have to pay them that day of the auction, right? They're expecting when that auction ends, you have money to pay them. So for those of you who do have money, you don't have to have, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. But for those of you that do have money to get started investing in tax lien and deeds investing, okay, so tax sale investing, go ahead and schedule a 10-minute free profit call. We will talk to see if and how I can help you, okay? If I can, awesome. If I can't, that's okay. We want to be able to provide you with resources so at a minimum, you guys are able to literally, at a minimum, you guys are able to have a plan to start building wealth. Have a plan to ditch the degree, okay, which only means stop hiding behind your degree but build wealth. Okay, so while you guys are signing up, my calendar fills up extremely fast. Understand we have a lot of people on Facebook as well as on this webinar. So the calendar is going to fill up. So if you guys interested, go ahead and sign up. While you're interested, I'm going to look at some of the questions and then try to take some of your questions, okay? So if you have questions, start putting it in here. I can take about a couple. Questions here. Can you purchase remotely from other parts of the country? Absolutely. You do not have to only purchase in the county that you live in. Starting out, we always say it's recommended if you're going solo and you're doing it on your own, because you're going to know your area best, okay? You know what's the gang neighborhoods, what's the good neighborhoods, right? You know where people like to buy, where people don't like to buy. So starting off, I recommend starting in your own neighborhood if you are doing this without a mentor. But you can invest in any county that you can fly to, and some of them are online. So any county you have access to get in online, which means all of them, okay? But some of them does require you to be there. Yes, better interest rates. So depending on your goal, you want to go to the county that matches your goal. And that's one of the things that I work with my students with is, what's your goal? Do you need to be doing these? Do you need to be doing liens? And what county you need to be in, okay? The questions are kind of all over the place, guys, so I'm trying to go through them. Where do you get the property listing from to view before going to the auction? So there's a couple ways to get the property list. Many other property lists are published in the newspaper, okay? So many of them are published in the newspaper, and you can get them that way. Some counties, they put them online and they're for free. You just go to the website and they're all online and they're for free. Now, if you're in Cook County, they want to be paid, okay? They do publish it in the newspaper. It's hard to get the newspaper, but you go online and it's online, but you're going to pay them some money. So for their July auction or their next auction, it's only $100. For their spring auction, it was $500 or $600, okay? And it varies. Cook County is, they like money out in the Midwest, but a lot of counties have it for free. You can literally go to the county's office and ask for it and or pay for it, okay? There are counties that make you pay for it. What's the suggested initial capital investment? This depends on your strategy. So if you are a person who, hey, I really just want to make interest on my money. Right now I'm getting 2-3% interest, but I want to start making more interest on my money, you can start with a lesser amount, right? But if you're like, no, I want to make $500,000 this year, you're going to need more money because you're going to have to buy more properties, okay? So a lot of that depends on your investment strategy. So my Facebook, what is my Facebook page? So my personal Facebook page is Shy Robinson. That's the page a lot of people is on. However, I am maxed out of Facebook friends, okay? So you won't be able to add me on there. But I did create another page, Shymaine Robinson. So if you type in Shymaine Robinson, you will be able to find me there. Our law firm page is True Lawyer. And then we have a closed Facebook group for tax lien investing as well, and you can join that closed Facebook group. Someone who is on here, if you can grab the link and give it to her, please, because it's gonna mess my screen up if I do that. Let's go over to Facebook and look at some of their questions. Does the homeowner have to pay me the money? Oh, interest rates and the lawyer fees. Absolutely. And this is how homeowners lose their home. It's sad, but at the end of the day, this has been around 100, 200 years. Investors, rich investors are there. They're buying a property. So if you don't buy it, they're going to buy it. And become richer, right? That's why they say the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor, okay? If you don't buy it, they're going to buy it. You know, someone's going to buy it. So the way that they lose their home is if they could not afford to pay the taxes, how can they afford to pay you the taxes, the interest, plus the attorney fees? It becomes too expensive for them, which, you know, is great for you because you end up with the house. All right, guys, I think I was able to get to your questions. For those of you who are interested, go ahead and schedule your 10-minute free profit call. I look forward to speaking with you and seeing how I can help you and helping you to create a plan to make sure that you can build wealth and stop hiding behind your degree. Before I get out of here, I am going to tell you guys, if you follow me on social media, you may already be aware, we are doing a one-day full intensive real estate investment event here in Chicago. The event is on July 14th. This event is going to be amazing. We are going to be talking about tax sale investing, but besides tax sale investing, we have speakers flying in literally from all over the country. There's going to be 6 speakers. Some of the topics that we're going to be talking about is, hey, if you don't have a lot of capital, what are some creative ways that you can invest in real estate and still get started? So buying properties using seller financing, okay? Getting properties without a mortgage would be the tax lien, and the tax sale investing, because all of these properties are free and clear, no mortgage. We teach you how to network your way to cash, how to use other people's money. So you may only have $20,000, but how do you start using private lenders' money, okay, to be able to invest and get started and build wealth? We teach you how to build wealth with a family. Many of us are married and we have children as well, but we're still out here crushing our goals. It's going to be 6 speakers in the building. It's a 4-day intensive, event. You're going to get breakfast, lunch, dinner. We also are doing a networking yacht party. So after you guys have got fed so much information, okay, after you have got fed so much information where you are literally, no fluff is going to be given, it's going to be actionable content, so that way you can go and start making cash. After you guys are fed that information, we are then going to party and network that night on the Mystic Blue Boat at Navy Pier, Chicago, overlooking Chicago skylines. And we're going to have a really good time where these are doers. We're talking about 6 figures and 7-figure earners that you will have the opportunity to network with and really start your journey to building wealth in a very positive way. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm going to go ahead and put the link. The link for that is www.byowlive.com. Okay, I'm going to put the link. If someone can also put it on Facebook for me. The ticket price is $497 for that event. If you are on this live webinar, I have just opened up for you to be able to purchase your ticket for $397, okay? That option is going to be removed tonight, though. I have to remove it. But if you're on this live video, you're serious about building wealth, go ahead, attend that event. Guys, literally the speakers that's on the lineup, you will see if you go to the website, you wouldn't be able to call them and ask them a question. You guys know I'm an attorney myself alone. I charge about $350 to $400 an hour, depending on what I'm doing for legal work, okay? So you talking to me for 1 hour will cost you that amount. So you're getting a lot of great information for your money. So I'm not gonna keep you guys. It's been great tonight. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me this evening. You could be anywhere doing anything in the world, but you guys are here with me. On Facebook, we are going to leave the video up for 24 hours, okay? So if you guys have not watched the video, you got 24 hours to watch it. After that, it's going to be removed, okay? Other than that, it's been nice. I hope you guys take action. We talked about having the right mindset. I don't want you guys to leave here tonight and not take action. Book your 10-minute profit call. We can see if we can help you, okay? And if you're not so much ready to get started right now, that is okay. But start taking some type of action, guys. I want you to start taking action. I want you to build wealth. You talked about your why on this webinar with me tonight. Make sure you don't forget your why. Your why is important. Put a picture of that whatever your why was on your wall. Because every day that you get up and you go to work and you're not working towards something on your why, you're disappointing them, right? There's one other day that you could have been spending time with your child, and for whatever reason, you wasn't able to. So I want you guys, I gave you away. Tax sale investing, not a get rich quick scheme. It's nothing that I made up. This is real. Rich people are doing it. If you guys go to the auction, there's a lot of rich people, okay? Regular people too, but people with money. So it's time for us to get in the rooms with people with money so that way you can have money as well. It's been great, guys. Have a good night. I wish you the best. For those of you that did schedule a 10-minute profit call, I will be speaking with you guys very soon. I'm looking forward to helping and assisting you on your journey. Good night, guys. Take care.